21 countries with one ultimate goal, cricket domination. Welcome to Cricket Captain 2025, Imperialism. We will spin the wheel to pick the country and spin the arrow to choose which direction they are going to attack. Each battle is a 3-match T20I series, winner takes all, and the loser will be wiped off the cricketing map forever. Who will rise, who will fall, and which nation will stand alone as the global cricket empire? Let the conquest begin. 21 national teams are on the game, are ready to do battle and spin that wheel. And it will be the mighty nation of my wife, Papua New Guinea. And which direction will they attack? They're going down straight into Australia. 2-star Papua New Guinea versus 4-star Australia. And batting may be a problem for them. Bowled out for 94. Adam Zampa 3 for 20. And Hardy gets it done with 34 not out to knock him off in 11 overs. And PNG are on the way out. 123 all out this time. Australia do it easy with Travis Head scoring 79. But their last game on the global stage is a good one, scoring 169 with Tony Ora going big with 34. And Australia not getting it done. 2-1 Australia. As PNG are off the map and Australia spread their wealth. Second match is going to be the United States. I bet they are ready to go north into Canada, and they will go into Canada. Two minor nations going at it, but putting up big scores as Canada win the first game 190, and the ever-impressive American team are not able to get it done in the first game, falling 2 runs short from their 20 overs, leaving wickets in hand. They were always behind the rate. But they fight back with the biggest score of the Imperialism competition so far. 121 from Goose off 55 balls. You'll have to go a long way to see a better innings than that. Canada back well again. 210 in response. Falling short, but it's such a mammoth score. It's going to the decider. And America are on the way home. 199 for 9. It's another mammoth score, but it is not good enough. A last ball victory gets it done for Canada. They knock New Zealand out a wide in the last over. That's going to hurt you. Incredible series. Thacker with 136 runs at 68 and a 174 strike rate. The North is officially Canadian red. Match number 3. It is going to be Canada on the line again. And this time they are adventuring north. So they go up and right and back up and end up in the West Indies. Do you believe in miracles? They've done it again. Curtin with 112 for them here. They get 186 against a very good West Indies team, and they're able to survive. West Indies, big overs. Here, back-to-back wickets for Nazar, 1 for Patton. Can they take the whole of the Americas continent? Not today, say the West Indies. 95 all out for Joseph Russell. Getting it done, knocking him off in 7 overs. And the decider, the bats go cold. 114 all out in 15 overs. But they die heroes. 117 for 9. Winning with 1 ball to spare the West Indies. Nazar with 5 for 19. Quite incredible fight back. The West Indies officially own the West. No matches playing out over in Asia or Europe at the moment. And that is about to change as the big dogs come to the yard. India. And which direction are they going to attack in? They are going to go north into Nepal. Not surprisingly, they get off to a good start. Shubman Gill with a 50, Varma for 50. They pass 200. 140 from Nepal isn't too bad. But when you're going up against a behemoth, you need something better than this. 200 again, 116 all out. Nepal are white and take the brush out. They do the sweep. The first great battle of Asia belongs to India. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, all waiting. And next, the Aussies are in town and they venture south into New Zealand. The Trans-Tasman Challenge is a big one and New Zealand step up in the first game. 200 for 6, Superman Glenn Phillips, 69 off 43. They take Zampa at 13s and then hold on. Fulks, 2 for 26 going at 6.5 is one of the main reasons they went and won the game. We get a doozy in the second, a century from Travis Head. He puts on 139 with Josh Inglis as they pass 195 and ended up on 196. I was about to say 200. And they just fall short here. Kane Williamson going in about a 200 strike rate. Finn Allen smashed it, but falling up about 4 or 5 runs short in a game they were ahead of the run rate at one stage and just couldn't get across the line. And in the decider, the class of this bowling attack shines through. They get great overs from Stoinis. 6 and over for Mitchell Starc. Reduced them down 131 for 7 and knocked them off thanks to Tim David with 3 overs to spare. The Aussies now control Oceania. Match 6 of Imperialism. We are going to Bangladesh. Lots of different ways this could play out, but they are going north, where? East. Directions, compass. So Bangladesh are here. They end up going off the map, coming round the world, and ending up, I'm going to say Uganda. I'm not going to say Uganda. I've just put a line through the map and they're coming out at Namibia. I have the feeling this might be a potential banana peel, but Lytton Das thinks otherwise. 85 off 63. They win by 29. Batting's always going to be the problem for the Minnows. And Namibia fight back. Hirodoi with 68, but it's not good enough. 157 for Namibia, who hold on and win the game. Smith with 36 off 19. National hero. They get to play a decider, which they get absolutely annihilated in. Rahman and Teskin Ahmed, 3 wickets apiece. 104 are out, and Lytton Das guides them home. And Bangladesh are really the first team to go and make an inroad in a different continent after taking part of Africa. Yes, I know it's not perfectly accurate on the colours, but we're doing the best. Down to 15 teams remain in the world, and Ireland are going to get their first go. Now, are they going England? Are they going Scotland? They're going south. Bang south, which, if comes back out the other side, we're going to say is Scotland. I was 50-50 before the start of this game about who's going to win this. But Ireland step up and score 215 and then bowl Scotland out for 62 with Humphreys taking 5 for 16. It was supposed to be close and it just never has been. They knock off 145 with an over to spare and they take the brush to Scotland. Balbirnie with 57 getting it done. 3-0 Scotland are white. But it's official. Ireland can officially say the Game of Thrones saying for the North. 14 teams remain on the wheel of imperialism, and we're going to Oman, and they will be taking their cricketing journey south-west into Zimbabwe. I will be surprised if they can hang with Zimba on the game, and they don't in the first game. The experience of Craig Irvine scoring 52 off 29 as Ben Curran plays for his average at the top of the order. But they are not done yet. The second game goes the way of Oman. 62 from Elias, 62 off 41. Nice score. Partnerships all the way through. And the run rate just manages to stay ahead as Zimbabwe falls short. Irvine was 62. But look at this. Khan, 2 for 26 going at sixes. And the decider in what would be a massive upset is not to be. They got blown away. Muzza Rabbani picking up wickets at the top. 3 for 21 for him. Ben Curran, 54 off 28, remembers that it's T20 cricket, and Zimbabwe get it done. Zimbabwe just slowly taking chunks out of Africa, and if they can turn over South Africa, if those two ever meet, they've got a chance to do something special. 13 teams, and we're seeing the power of the West Indies. Where are they going to end up? Are they going to end up at Ireland? They're going northwest. It kind of takes them here, and here, and here, and they come out on the other side of the map and they're going to end up in Australia. It always used to be one of my favourite test series to watch, West Indies down in Australia. And Andre Russell goes big. He scores 54 off 29. A beautiful knock to give them something meaningful to play with. And he's just too much, even for the great Cooper Connolly on the game. He gets 41 off 32. It's too slow and they lose. Never take the Aussies out of the equation though. Hardy with 76 off 38, smashes it for a 200 strike rate, and 193 is just way too much to deal with, particularly when Mitchell Starc runs amok at the top of the order and you're 2 down for 19. But they do it. The power of West Indies cricket continues to grow. They've taken out the West and now they've taken Oceania. Carl Myers with 71 off 45. They end up with 183, and Seals takes 3 wickets. Joseph going at 5.25 knock Australia off. A massive loss, and one of the big dogs have gone. West Indies are closing in on Europe and Asia and Africa. We're going back to Asia. We've got Sri Lanka on the table, and they will be going west, northwest, just bypassing India and ending up against Zimbabwe, who took control of a man. And there is no messing around. They bowl them out in 11 overs. This is a step up in standard for Zimbabwe. And it is too much. 97 for Mendes off 51 balls gets it done. They win by 53 and put up a massive score of 211 in the final game to take the brush to them. Sam Curran 38 off 13. Or Ben. Sri Lanka just taking some small spots, but they've got 3 of them. Are we going to see a big team, an England or an India, try and make a play, try and make a stance? No, we're going to the Netherlands, who may be getting above their stations because they are going to go south, east, all the way down, and will play Bangladesh. A Bangladesh team that's already taken position in the African continent as well as Asia, and now they've got their eyes on Europe. They get bowled out for 118. Logan van der Beek takes 6 for 26, but they still can't knock them off. Batting is a problem for the minor associates. But they bat better. 153 in this game. Raman with 4. But Hiradoi, I still don't pronounce his name right. What a specimen on the game he is. 63 off 39. And they get the sweep. Hassan Miraz with 4. And Hassan Miraz with 67. Get it done. Netherlands have gone. Bangladesh now incredibly own territory in Asia, in Africa and in Europe. Just the 10 teams remain in the competition, as this time we're going to Uganda as they go west to play against the West Indies. This is called biting off more than they can chew. 84 all out. But they go one better, literally one better, scoring 85 before being swept from history by the West Indies, who now own Oceania, they own Americas, and now they've got a foothold in Africa. The West Indies stranglehold is real, and also Uganda now has its rightful spot in the country. And then there were 9, and the bigwigs are on the march again. India, who are taking their brand of cricket east, where they end up against the West Indies. Is this it for the West Indies empire? If you want to go take over the world, you got to do big dog stuff. And here, Jaiswal scores 88. Pant with 55 not out as they win easy in the first game. And for a team that's taken over most of the world, the West Indies are on the way out. 6-wicket victory with 4 overs left in the second game. And they are swept from the map. Powell 50 off 23. If it wasn't for him, this would have been a much more sorry affair. And the map has a very familiar sense of orange. 13 teams have eliminated, 8 teams remaining, and England are finally going to enter the fray. And they are about to make a statement. They are going south, east, and that takes them all the way down. And in the same direction, they end up against Bangladesh. They've sat on the fence, but have they sat on the fence too long? 129 all out England. Taskin Ahmed taking 4 for 17, ripping them apart. Hassan 3 for 15 at 3.75 and over, and they just managed to get across the line. 2 wickets remaining. It's going to be a tight one. Must win for England, and they do win. Liam Livingstone, 200 strike rate for his 89 is exceptional, but they only get 179, and Bangladesh end up 5 runs short. Wickets towards the end is what do it. The run rate was neck and neck. At points, Bangladesh were very much in charge. Overton went 4-6 and then took 3 wickets in 4 balls. If he did not do that, England would be out. And they prevail. Harry Brooks 69 off 40, a 200 strike rate for Phil Salt. They score 211, and 211 most days of the week is going to be too many. Overton has an exceptional series. 9 wickets at 9 with a 7.36 economy rate. And then it starts to get even more tasty. With the land of just won, England now own properties. England now own territories in Africa, Asia and Europe. They are primed for an England versus India contest, as we are going to see South Africa in action heading northeast, which using the same direction of the arrow is going to stain them straight into Indian territory. Bad move. You play with the big dog, you're going to get bit. Surya Kumar Yadav, 83 off 46. They rack up 221 and win by 50. 67 from Van der Dusen is really nice, but there's wickets galore going on. 3 for 29, 4 for 75, 5 for 75. And the batting again cannot get it done. 137 this time thanks to Tristan Stubbs. And India waltz home with 7 overs to spare. They do show a bit of grit though. Bowl India out for 151 in the final game and knock them off thanks to Van der Dusen, but it is not enough. South Africa are no more. It's a map that is telling tales of orange and blue waiting for the big contest, with Ireland still going strong and Afghanistan and Pakistan just sitting back and watching the world go by. 6 teams remain and Afghanistan are about to make their move. And they will be moving southeast, straight into Pakistan. Oh, they start off big. Atal, 79 off 35 is incredible. Gurbaz batting down at 6, adds 35 towards the end. But they get 219. Doesn't matter how good you are, knocking off 219 is a difficult task. Too difficult in this case. And they do it. I didn't see it coming, but they do it. Razuli with 79 off 42. Zadran with 60 off 46. They knock off 176 to win the game against Pakistan. They even get the sweep rush out. Babar Azam scores 101. Rizwan 58 at the start. They had 124 and they were going off like a train. But it's not good enough. Atal 57. Zadran 76 off 47. 160 strike rate. Afghanistan have beaten Pakistan. India, England, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka and Ireland. Ireland just sat there thinking, yeah, I'm safe. No one will touch me. And England are going to go on the march. Oh, this could be a biggie. Which way are they going to go? They are going to go southeast, straight into the heart of Sri Lanka. Or Oman taken Sri Lanka. Started off cold in one of the first games, but here they bowl Sri Lanka out for 121. Superb up top. Jamie Overton with a wicket, Archer with a wicket, 3 for Bryden Carse, and Ben Duckett. I thought he said Hasib Hamid. I was like, what's he doing playing T20s? Harry Brook. He scores 28 not out to win the game. England are going to eat, and they're going to eat and celebrate well. Ben Duckett with 54 off 34. 200 strike rate for Jacks. Decent strike rate, 160 for Liam Livingstone. They score 184, and it is not enough. It's not enough. It's more than Sri Lanka can chase. Sri Lanka do fight back in the final game. Asalanka with 94 off 58, and it's too much for England. England win 2-1. Sri Lanka are done. England literally deploying troops all around, every team going. You got to think it's the England-India game coming that's going to be the biggie. 4 teams remained. Ireland still in there, not bothered getting involved in world politics. They're just letting the world go by. And we're going to see India in operation. From their home base, where are they going? They are going southwest, which takes them down here and back through and into Afghanistan. And India are too strong in the first game. Shreyas Iyer with 51. Afghanistan, I'm going to give them credit here. They fight back immensely and rocket through them. They were 3 for 174 at one stage and 190 all out. But the damage up top is too much. And they just can't quite get there. Faisal with 76 off 55 is a pretty decent knock face in Jasprit Bumrah. And it's not to be. They're going to fall on their shield. 204 for India. It's way too much. Afghanistan are not going to chase it against this bowling attack. But they do go out with honour. Faisal 102 off 52. Great knock up top. They win by 63, but it does not stop India's advance. Still Ireland just sit there going, we'll be alright, we'll make it all the way to the last 2. 3 teams remain. Are Ireland going to make a bid, or is it going to be the big one? England versus India. It lands on Ireland. They will be going across to the Americas and they will be playing against India. They've done pretty well for themselves, Ireland. They beat Scotland and then they've done nothing. Cummings with 50 off 33 here is pretty nice. But Bumrah and Pandya way too good. India win. Runs are always a problem against good teams. Lorcan Tucker. He scores 50 off 49. Sterling 48 off 30 to give them something in a very much a phone book sort of order. And the 2 strong. Shubman Gill 92 off 57 gets it done. They get the brush out as it all comes down to this. India versus England. And which team will be doing the attacking? It will be England. Quite incredible. It comes down to the final two teams in a game that reeks of domination. Will Jacks promoted to the top of the order, scores 51 off 24, but Bumrah does damage. He gets Livingston, Brook and Duckett all within the power play. 42 from Josh Butler down the order, but 160 is not good enough. Sanju Samson, he scores at a 194 strike rate to take them home. And they are too good and too strong. Sanju Samson does it again. 91 off 52. He takes Rashid Overton and Archer Long. And England can only muster 136. And even when they falter with the back in the final game of the series, scoring 137, England cannot knock them off. They are bowled out for 135. Read it and weep. It is a sea of orange for India. They saw Jaiswal come out on top with 530 runs, an average of just below 30, strike rate of 166. With the ball, it's an India 1-2, Bumrah 34 at 14, strike rates of 11, economy rates of 7s. Hardik Pandya's economy rate of 6.19 is incredible. And if we look at the team performances, Sri Lanka actually had the best performance index from the matches that they played in, and Namibia the absolute worst. Namibia are in a poor place. Sri Lanka averaged 21 more with the bat than they did the ball. India 9. Player rankings based on the cricket draft algorithm. Shubman Gill, 601 points, leads the way. With the ball, it's an India 1-2-3. Highest score, 121 from Goose. Also Faisal's 100, coming off 52 balls. Quite incredible. Logan van der Beek, 6 for 26, the best bowling figures. Not many fifers flying around. Biggest win, Ireland versus Scotland, 153 runs. 1 10-wicket victory, West Indies versus Canada. Narrowest win, Bangladesh versus Netherlands, and India versus England by 2 runs. Also, West Indies beat Canada by 1 wicket. Highest team scores, USA 237 for 4 was the highest. Also incredible, India put up 221 against South Africa. Lowest team scores, Zimbabwe, 56 all out. And looking at India, they really ran the rack, didn't they? 88.89% win percentage, 116, lost 2. And my favourite, the ELO rating system, India come out at number 1 with a 1,146 rating. Every team starts with 1,000. Afghanistan 2, West Indies 3, Bangladesh 4. England all the way down in 11th and last Uganda. And that will do it. I've wanted to do this video for quite a few years. Glad I've got it done. Imperialism. Let me know what you think and what sort of challenges we should do next. Thanks for watching.